Good morning, everybody. I'm Michelle House from Rich Living. Just a second. Oh. Hi, I'm Michelle House from Rich Living. This is High Vibes at 5:55, and we're just waiting a couple of seconds as everybody comes into the room and gets their notifications. Welcome. Good morning. I can see a couple of you there. Make sure you say hi. Hey, Robin. Hey, Annika. Yeah, make sure you say hi. I love being able to say hello to you back and to see who's watching. Good morning, Deb. Slow start this morning. Everybody off to a slow start this Monday. I have to admit, I was. Okay, awesome. Hey, Jody. Hi, nice to see you. Alrighty, so what are we going to talk about today? You know, I don't know if some of you would have known, I think. Maybe you don't know, the Rich Living Room. We had a little bit of an adventure here on Friday. I'm not here, actually, at an emergency room with my little Lockie. Gave himself a really good bump on his head, but they weren't quite sure what it was, so they were treating, hey Scott, they were treating him as a spinal injury, which was really quite frightening to watch, but also at the same time awesome that they were treating it that way. Gave himself such a knock on the back of the head here and hit himself so hard that it made his vision go blurry and dizzy and vomiting and anyway. morning. It's all good now. He's all good, back to his normal self. So over the weekend, I got really stuck into my intentions. Those of you that are doing the Alchemy of Intention, just put a like or a love across the screen. We've been working on that since last Tuesday in the Rich Living Academy. And my focus has all been around home. So my intentions have been set around home and what's happening in home. So I did a big clear out of my wardrobe and created all this space and moved Jonathan's stuff into another wardrobe with his consent. But, you know, that whole feeling of just moving things and getting sorted is actually a really good vibe and a really, really good energy, isn't it? And so then yesterday we all were a little bit tired. We did a little bit of that on Saturday. Kids off at camp, one off at sailing. Sophie and I just lounged around watching Netflix and having a day where it was like a withdrawn day. And a retreat day, I guess, where we retreated internally. And I also last week I interviewed the beautiful Ezzy Spencer. If you want to go and have a look at the lunar cycles and learn a bit more about them, her website is lunarabundance.com.au. And I interviewed her for the podcast and, you know, talking about going with the cycles of the moon and going with that ebb and flow and being okay when it's retreat and being okay when it's action. And when I looked at the lunar cycles, it was action and retreat. So that was really cool to know that I'm almost naturally just falling into that cycle now, and naturally, because I'm aware, because I'm conscious, because I'm thinking about it, falling into this beautiful flow of life. Thanks, Robin, lunarabundance.com.au. Anyway, came down here this morning and went, actually haven't really thought about high vibes this week. Usually I'll have a bit of a think about it, and I hadn't thought about anything. So I go to my trusty card pack, and I went to, where is it? Here, this one. Again, these are my favourite at the moment, the Fifth Agreement. And I, split the deck and picked one and went, I don't want that one. Split the deck, picked another one and went, I don't know how to talk about that. And then split the deck and picked another one and went, I don't know how I'm going to talk about that. Then I put the cards away and went, it's okay, just bring yourself back to something that's important for people to hear today. Divine intelligence, what's important for people to learn about themselves today? And then I started to think about something I was watching unfold on Facebook yesterday in relation to a very popular oracle card person and her change in direction with her business and I don't even know what the word is, but the bitterness that I started to see unfold. And what surprises me every time, is I get myself into this space where I feel like, oh my goodness, look at all these people in my life. We're all one. We're all together. We're all one. And then all it takes is one person, like one tall poppy, to be shining her light, and then and to change direction or do something a little bit differently, and then everybody cuts it off. it still happens, and it still sends me into a bit of a, really? Are we still there, people? Are we still doing that to people? Yeah, quite obviously. And, it takes one person, it only takes one person to say the negative thing to bring out all the other negative people, and to bring out all the hurt, the hate, the vitriol, the nastiness, the meanness, and the spitefulness. Whereas if we all just watched that one person say what they needed to say and clear what they needed to clear and let them go and then send them some love, that whole thing would have dissipated really, really quickly. And the funny thing was that the card that I drew, because then I had to go back to the card pack and went, oh, I think that's that card I drew this morning. Was this. Can you see that? I don't believe everything I hear. And the back of the card is, whenever I hear a message, I ask, is it truth or is it fiction? Doubt takes me behind the words and helps me to discern the truth. One of the things we've been talking about in the Alchemy of Intention is to develop that curiosity. That curiosity that you had when you were a kid is to start charging that curiosity muscle back up again. And looking at things from a place of questioning and a place of curiosity, and not buying into everything you hear immediately. So if all of those other people that were following this Facebook thing yesterday all just took a step back and went, I have noticed that person do that. Is that now going to affect my life and change my life, and is my world going to end? No, it's not. Okay, great. It's actually something that I'm not interested in anymore, so I'm going to divert my attention this way. And then just move on. And let it go. We all buy in so much to what we hear and not what we know and what we can tune into and trust that we know. So yes, that was the example of the whole Facebook thing. But what I want to say about that is, when you hear something, you know what the other card was? I wonder if it's on top. There was another card. Let me see. Bear with me. Somebody play some nice music. It was about gossip. It was about gossip. It was, I don't gossip, or something like along those lines. I'll see if I can find it. So it's, don't gossip. Don't start this thing that you don't know anything about. Let it go. Let it go. What does gossip do? It doesn't serve you. Yeah, I can't find it. It doesn't serve you. It doesn't, I'm about to sneeze. I think this is my first high vibe sneeze. Just one moment. I'm not kidding. Because my brain just went, what happens when you sneeze on live TV? Excuse me. Sorry. So back to gossip. Don't gossip. Don't perpetuate something that you don't know anything about. Go and find out the information. Go and find out the information. And then with that information, is it serving you or not serving you? If it's not serving you, let it go. If it's serving you, continue. So don't perpetuate something. And don't cut people off at the knees. This particular person who they were, because I'm not gossiping about people, right? Go find out about it if you must. But this particular person is very, very well known in her industry. She's actually probably one of the change makers in this world of enlightenment and new ways of thinking and new ways of being. She has served me deeply in the last 10 years. Deeply. So if she's changed direction, I find a new teacher. I don't go with that and go, this, bat. Unless there's broken promises and broken agreements, that's got to get cleaned up. Obviously, if there's any broken promises or broken agreements, you have to always clean that stuff up. But just be paying attention to what you're listening to. And if you are buying into, oh yeah, well, I agree, that person is a this and that person is a that, just back off a bit and do what's true for you and what is serving you. Is that making sense for everybody this morning? So I don't believe everything I hear. I don't believe everything I hear. Question it. Be curious about it. I don't believe everything I hear. Wouldn't have a clue about Donald Trump. Never met him. All I have seen is media clips. That's all I've seen. I've never met him, don't know him. I've heard opinions of people who don't like him. I've heard opinions of people who do like him. I can't judge him. Don't know him. Doesn't affect my life. Does not affect my life. All I can do is continue to do what I do in my day and serve. You know, at no point, even if something terrible happened, at no point can I turn around and go, oh, it was all Donald Trump's fault. You know, don't believe everything you hear. Go and investigate. Go and get information. Go and meet the person. Go and understand the person. See if you step into their shoes. So no judgments, no opinions. Information, for sure. Go get your information. Another example, homeschooling. Don't believe everything you hear. Private schooling is the way to go to educate your children. I didn't believe everything I heard. Really? Okay. Who said that? Why did they say that? Who was the first person that said that? Who was the first person that said private schooling is the way to go? Let me go back in time. Yeah, okay, right. I agree, I don't agree. I agree, I don't agree. I agree, I don't agree. Feels right to me. Doesn't feel right. Ugh, that didn't work. Didn't like that. That made me feel icky. Okay, choice. I'm going to homeschool my children. So don't judge, don't have an opinion, don't believe everything you hear. Go and investigate and tune into how it feels for you. Okay? That's a big one for the week, isn't it? Really, really big one. Okay! And this week might be the last High Vibes for a week. I've got a beautiful invitation for something next week, and I'm not sure if they will have Wi-Fi. So I'm letting you know that there may or may not be High Vibes next week. I don't know. That's a bit weird, isn't it? Uh-oh. I'm changing direction. No, I'm not. I may or may not be on High Vibes next week. As usual. All right. Have a beautiful Monday. Great start to the week, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.